To move your course, I started with a very simple lesson that is known as how to use Python as calculator. Here, I'm using some cells as a Markdown. I'm using some cells as a Python code. Combination is available. And by this time, you might be aware of it, how I received this one, right? Backend, what is available? Double click on this one. What is available? One hash and 3 hyphens are available here. So I got here underline also. And what about this cell also? It is also markdown cell. What about this cell? Adding two numbers. We are written here Python code it is. That is the reason 1 plus 3 means it is not showing as a 1 plus 3 only. It is adding and is giving the result to you. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Then we have here subtracting two numbers and multiplying two numbers. And the moment you say dividing two numbers, after division I want the float output I want. Or after division I want, let us say integer output I want. Or after division I want, let us say remainder I want. For different things, we need to get here different ways. And if you want to calculate the power, we need to use here 2 stars. And if you want to access previous result, we need to use underscore. Underscore is special in Python to access previous result. Let us try to do these activities. Let us try to do these activities in our case. Okay. So what we are trying to learn now? We are trying to use Markdown and code cells we are trying to use here in this lesson. That's what our major goal, what we want to understand. What is that? Markdown cells and code cells, we are trying to use it. Okay, first I am trying to write here adding two numbers I want it. It is adding or not? Adding two numbers I want it, let us say. So I am putting here hash also, I am putting something like this. Then I need to switch into the markdown, you know already keyboard shortcut escape and M. And I want this is a normal cell, let's say 10 plus 20, we are getting here 30 is outcome. That is a Python code what we are trying to say, right? Second, I want here, let us say subtract numbers. Then we are trying to write here 20 minus 10. We are able to see that as a 10. Third, I want here, let us say multiply numbers. Then we are trying to write here 20 into 10. We are writing a 20 into 10 is equal to how much? 400. Fourth one, we are going for divide numbers. The moment I say divide numbers, there are some conflicts are available. For example, I have here 5. I am trying to divide with the 2. 2 2s are 4 and 1 is a remainder. I can stop here. Or I can do one more way. Then 2 2s are 4. Then 1. I can put here point. I can do 0. 2 5s are 10. I may get here 0 as a reminder. Which one you want it? Based on that one, here we have to change here number of slashes we have to change it. For example, 5 by 2, something like this I written. Then which result we got? First result or second result? This result we got it. Which is nothing but, if I use single by, then outcome is, what outcome we got it? Float. Like this you are writing, what is the meaning? In Python, commenting is called as single hash. Now I am going for the next one. I want, let us say this one I want it. Then how many hashes I have to use? Sorry, how many slash we have to use? 5 by 2 by 2. Then we are able to see here this one. And I want to, let us say percentage 2 we are writing it. Then what we are getting the remainder? 1 we are getting the remainder. Like that we can go and we can divide the numbers, we can divide it. So I hope you people understand. If I want to get the result as float, what to do? If I want to get result as integer, how to do? If I want, let's say remainder, I want it, what to do? We are aware of it now, right? Next one is available. I want to calculate here power calculation. I want to do it. For example, 1 KB of the data. 1 KB of the data means 2 power 10, right? So 2 power 10 is 1024. Suppose I want, let us say, 2 power 2. How much? 4. We're able to get it. So if I want to do the power, we have to use here how many ashes we have to use, how many stars we have to use it? How many stars we have to use it? 2 stars we have to use it. Okay, how to capture previous result? Capture previous result. Capture previous result. For example, I am writing here underscore. What is the previous result? 4. See here, 4 we are able to get it. Suppose now, what is the previous result now also? 4. 4 plus 10 is how much? 14. Though I written here underscore plus 10, underscore means it's taking the previous result, that is 4. 4 plus 10 is equal to, it's taking as 14 it's taking. I hope now we are able to play very easily with the markdown cell and code cell, right? Last but not least, that is known as raw cell. What is that? Raw cell. Raw cell is nothing but whatever you write here as it is will be there. For example, I am writing it is a markdown heading, but it will not be identified. Okay, suppose 1 plus 2, it is a Python code, but it will not be identified. Why it is not identifying? If I go and try to change this as a raw cell, then enter. Is it giving here any changes? As it is giving whatever I typed. Whatever I type, as it is giving. That is what called as raw cell. So I have here how many cells are available? Code, markdown, and raw cell. Raw means whatever you typed it won't do any manipulations. As it is, it will be displayed for you. Am I clear? Okay, now we are clear about markdown, we are clear about raw cell, we are clear about code cell. Please have a look on this one.